Okay, what's good, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Left to Right podcast, episode 2 of 2022. There's a lot of twos there.
Okay, guys, today we are talking about Senator Ron Johnson running for re-election. What's your
Are you
thoughts on that,
taking over?
Zane?
Are you taking over?
Zane, what's
Yeah.
your thoughts on Ron Johnson?
Personally, I think Ron Johnson's a bit of a crazy
Okay, that's enough
guy.
of you. Max, what's your thoughts on Ron
No,
Johnson?
no, I'm not done. So
Yeah,
I think Ron Johnson's kind of a crazy guy, but like I think that he's gonna win in the Senate race because he's just cool like that.
Nice.
Okay. William.
Mega cringe.
Okay. Max.
He's hot.
Okay.
That
Marty.
is all.
He's gonna win. Like,
Yeah.
probably not the best person that they could get for the job, but he's most definitely gonna win.
I can agree with that. I can see where all you guys' points are coming from.
Yeah.
I also would like to say, so I think Russ Feingold should run for this seat again, just because he's run against Ron Johnson twice and he's lost twice. So I think third time's the
Agree.
charm. I think third time's the charm, and maybe he could win. But like besides that,
Damn it.
Imagine
Ron
doing it
Johnson
30
won.
times and still losing.
three times. He
That's
he
pretty
ran in
embarrassing.
he ran in 2020. He ran 2020. He ran in 2010. Lost. He ran in
Yep.
2016. Lost.
Hey, third time's the charm. You
Yeah,
never know.
third time's the charm.
Are there
All right,
any
hold
other
up. There's something else that I didn't add on the list that you won't know about.
Just
James,
DM it
so
to me.
I'm just gonna say it. So John Thune, the senator from South Dakota, announced that he is running for re-election, even though he has a ton of primary challengers since Trump doesn't like him. What do you guys think about that?
People actually live in South Dakota?
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't realize that was an actual state. My bad.
Okay.
I mean, the South Dakota, does that politics really matter to anybody? Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's just pure.
Okay, it's gonna be
Republican.
Republican or a Republican.
Exactly. It doesn't, it's like, so what? I mean, he doesn't like Trump. That's the only reason people even know who this dude is.
Okay. All right. Marty, what do you think?
He'll lose because South Dakota, they love Trump. They love Trump up there. So I could totally see him in a scenario where he loses the nomination to a Trump supporter and Trump endorsed candidate.
Yeah, I agree with that statement. Hey, yo,
I think
Max.
people,
Oh wait, my
Yeah.
bad.
I think people should stop valuing Trump's thoughts on political people, but that's just my opinion.
I
They
agree.
they definitely should, but that
Because
doesn't mean it's gonna
honestly,
happen.
John Thune isn't that bad of a senator. I mean, you look at his policy. He's not ultra one of those like liberal Republicans. He's very much a conservative. There's a reason why
Yeah.
that he is the Republican whip. There's a reason why, because he's a conservative. I'm just gonna check this out real quick. I want to see what percent he's voted with Joe Biden. He is voted with, he's voted with Biden 47% of the time, which is on the lower half of the spectrum.
Yeah.
He's on the spectrum.
Yeah, when it comes to like voting with Biden.
Oh, that spectrum.
Yeah.
Right. You thought about the internet, didn't you? Huh? About some Spectrum internet right there.
Yeah, I was thinking spectrum internet. Like, I didn't know if he had like the what's it called? The fiber network or whatever.
Xfinity?
Or the autism spectrum.
No, I thought he had,
Oh, damn. He might have that too. He might have that too.
Hey, Left Right podcast. I'm self-diagnosing since 2022.
All right, James, you could do it now.
Okay. Next topic we have is Larry Elder said he won't be running for governor of California in 2022. What's your thoughts on that, Marty?
As a California resident, I live in Southern California, not near LA, but Southern California. Nobody likes him. He's a libertarian.
Okay.
He's not a Republican. Nobody likes him. Not even Republicans like him. He has so many bad statements. Like, honestly, he's doing a Republicans a service by not running. Because
Okay.
if he ran, nobody would like him. Nobody would like him at all. So he's honestly doing the Republicans a service.
Okay, Max.
as not a resident of California, boy, I don't care.
I think more people need your philosophy. William,
We saw that.
are you from California?
No, I'm not.
Okay, keep in mind this guy's not from California. People listen to the podcast.
I'm from Texas.
Yeehaw.
A recall. So that was a disaster. That was a huge waste of money, huge waste of time, and it's just gonna happen the same thing if he ran again. So
Yep.
realistically, he had no chance of winning. It would just be more of a waste of money.
No
So,
Republican has a chance of winning, anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Arnold, I can't. Don't want to.
There's, I think, here's the thing: a Republican's not going to win in California, but like the fact is, Larry Elder has the most name recognition out of any Republican in California, I think, as of now.
Yeah.
Like, if we're being for real, he got the most attention in the recall election. He's very prominent.
Caitlyn Jenner, 2022.
She got okay, whatever.
She
Is she
gay.
even is she is she even running?
What
as a
happened
ri-
with that?
Writing
She
campaign.
ran out of money. I remember that. My grandma was rooting for her. Did I?
How does-
She ran out of
How,
money.
how does Caitlyn Jenner run out of
Exactly,
money? That
that's
doesn't
what I'm
even make
saying.
sense.
He
What?
could just sell off his gold medals.
Gavin Newsom got like $55 million or something like that, and she got like $1 million. So it was a big difference. She
But,
ran out of
like,
money.
why not just donate to your own campaign? Like that's
Yeah.
She's like a millionaire. She can.
Yeah,
She did not run out of money.
not only that, a billionaire. She's definitely like,
Didn't Kanye fund her campaign too?
I think so.
Holy-
So
I remember it wasn't a big fund. I don't know what happened there. So
You know, I made a TikTok on the day that she announced she
you're
was running.
Should be good at basketball.
What?
I'm sorry. I remember making a TikTok on the day she announced she was running, and it got like 700,000 views because people thought I was joking when I said Caitlyn Jenner is running as a Republican.
I remember people canceling her on Twitter for that.
No, I think it would be very funny if the first ever transgender governor was a Republican.
Twitter is permanently suspended Marjorie Taylor Greene over COVID-19 statement. What's your thoughts on that, William?
very, very based. She's a disaster.
I agree,
What else
Max.
to say? She's just not good. And that deserved to happen.
Let's
how
be fair.
does-
She should have been mute or banned when Trump got banned.
Yeah, she
She
should
should
have
have never. She should have never been elected.
Zane, it's not your turn. Please shut up.
I'm sorry.
Max,
what
suspended.
is the problem with Twitter and banning patriots on their app? It
Okay.
makes no sense. What did she even do
you
wrong
p- can you
besides speak the
please-
truth?
Can you please define how talking about COVID-19 makes her a patriot?
She was just spreading the truth that the government
Oh.
doesn't want people to hear because
Isn't
it's
she
a
part of the
hoax.
government? So it's the stuff that she doesn't want people to hear because she's part of the government, correct?
No,
But that's what you just said.
Touched
the government, as in Biden and Fauci.
But there's more to the government than just
No,
those
that's
two.
the only two. That's the only. Two
I would.
people in
I would
our government.
request. I want to request to speak.
Okay, Marty, are you done?
After
Sure.
Zane.
Okay, thank goodness. Zane, please talk. Just
Okay,
please.
so here's the thing. Like, I completely understand where Twitter's coming from. I absolutely hate Marjorie Taylor Greene, but like, who knows when she created her Twitter account? We have no clue, and she got removed because of COVID misinformation. Did she agree to those terms when she signed up for Twitter? Like, that's because why would they blame her on that? Because who knows when she created her account, right?
Honestly, Twitter
Is
is
that-
doing her a service by blocking
That's
her from
also-
spewing
that's
more
also true.
disinformation and slandering her own name.
But like what they caught her on doesn't make any sense because it's not like she agreed to those terms because they added the COVID misinformation policy.
I mean,
most likely after
claiming-
she created her
claiming that
account.
the Jews have space lasers that start California fires should have gotten her banned in the first place.
Did she actually tweet that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't get why they're calling her out on this when they have other things to call her out for.
They,
Man,
she's,
that was-
what?
Can you say if I'm
Claiming that a
incorrect?
dead
I've
person
heard
is
that
going to
she
come
was-
back
she was
and run in
harassing a-
2024.
I heard she was harassing a school shooter victim because she thought he was an actor. Is that true?
Yeah.
Bro,
Parkland
you remember when
House.
Alex Jones said that
Parkland.
Parkland was fake?
No,
Yeah,
Marjorie
she
Taylor
went
Greene-
up. She went up to a survivor of the Parkland shooting and she said, "Was it fake? Are you an actor?"
Yeah, and they refused to answer. They refused to answer the question, and then Marjorie Taylor Greene took that as the fact that they're an actor.
Is she trolling? Like, is she just?
No, I think she's genuinely mentally
She's
retarded.
actually just a Democrat in disguise, making Republicans look bad.
Okay.
So Trump. Okay, next question. We'll zoom in.
I request
Democrats are exploring barring Trump from office over the January 6th riots that resulted in 5 Democratic lawmakers being killed. What's your thoughts on that, William?
Wait, Hitler was
Okay, well, there's more and more evidence coming out that this was a pre-planned attack, and
Yeah.
that people knew about it coming in advance, and Trump still did nothing to kind of stop it.
Mhm.
So as more and more evidence comes to light showing that he had pre-notion that this was going to happen, and
Yeah,
he still
like
did nothing to stop
predestination.
about it, means that he kind of wanted it to happen.
Wait, what happened to Max? He just leave?
I think so.
Why did he leave? Okay, continue, Marty. My bad.
So the fact that he kind of did nothing to stop it from happening, I mean, does it deserve to be barred? That's really close, honestly, because
Yeah.
he kind of didn't stop it, but he didn't really start it either. So it's kind of hard to decide whether he should be barred for this. But I don't think even if the Democrats want it to happen, it's still not going to happen.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Zane?
So here's what I think. First off, I would just like to say that what happened on January 6th was wrong. And
He says this,
I don't
but
think what happened should have happened. I think there should have been preparations put into place beforehand.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. Barring Trump from office, here's the thing. If they impeach Donald Trump, which they try to do,
they did.
they impeached him, but they didn't remove him from office.
Yeah.
So that means he could still run for office. I would like to know what law they are basing it on to try to like make it so that he
Mhm.
can't
Okay.
run for office.
But
What
my
law?
question
Oh,
my
welcome back,
question would
Max.
be is do you think that this barring would have bipartisan support somewhat, because Republicans also don't
Yeah.
want him to run in 2024?
Mhm.
I
Well, I
know,
think
but you
the-
can't just stop someone from running for office with no legal ground on it.
They
can't.
should be
They
able
try-
to, though.
I know,
love
but you
dictatorship.
can't. But you can't.
I
So you
love
hold up.
dictatorship.
Did
Hey,
this guy
as long
just
as we're
say?
as long as we're barring Trump, can we also just bar Biden from 2024 as well? Like, I would really appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
hear
you know,
me
let's
out.
just bar any Hitlers from coming back too. Just
Guys,
while
hear
we're
me
at
out.
it.
Mitch McConnell for president.
He
Okay.
can't
Mitch
run too fast.
McConnell, Nancy Pelosi ticket 2024 unstoppable.
Okay, Max, what's your thoughts on the January 6th attacks and then barring Trump?
I don't think it's Trump's fault. Now, yes, he didn't like say anything against it at the time, but like he didn't put them up
Mhm.
to it, you know? He
Yeah.
didn't like do it. So I don't think it's his fault.
Okay.
Okay,
Instead,
that's good.
Okay.
So we have one more topic.
Wait,
And then we'll
seriously?
head to our commercial break.
Okay.
yeah.
No, we have.
Oh yeah, we're running out of time already.
Okay, Ted Cruz said he
That's
made a
unsafe.
mistake by calling the January 6th
Me, I want to
riot
speak first.
on.
Shut
They
Zane.
called it a terrorist attack. Does anybody want to speak first?
Me.
Okay,
Nah,
Zane, you
Okay,
can go
So
first.
here's what I'm gonna say about this. So Ted Cruz went on Tucker Carlson and he was like, "You called it a terrorist attack." Well, here's the thing. What Ted Cruz was saying, yes, he did call it a terrorist attack a day after, but like what he said recently was that the people that were like harassing the cops and like punching people were like terrorists because like I mean that's not a right thing to do, and I think we can all agree that that's kind of like a terrorist thing to do. So that's what he was referring to. And at this point, I think he's just saying that so that he can run for president without controversy, even though he tried to overturn the election. But you know, that's just me.
Zane, he's polling 2%. I think there's the controversy already.
That doesn't mean anything. Just because you're polling low doesn't mean you're not gonna run.
And he's pulling
Ted
Yeah, I was gonna say
Cruz,
Trump's ego's way too big just to listen to that number. Dude's gonna run, and no matter
Ted
what.
Cruz is the epitome and the definition of just contradicting yourself. It's what he does.
Okay.
Called Trump a liar, then supported him for 4 years. Called this a
Facts.
terrorist attack.
But Zane,
Then changed his opinion a day later when he got called out
But
on
Zane-
it. He
Okay.
just contradicts himself all the time. Ted Cruz
You know,
will
here's
never
the
be
thing.
president.
Here's the thing.
He'll never be president.
I actually low key like Ted Cruz like before Trump became president.
That's
Cruz
true. I
before
agree with
Trump
that.
being president was fine. But then when Trump became president, he's like, well, I got to be by his side if I truly want a political future. So then he like freaking dick rubbed Donald
To
Trump.
be fair,
And then
there's a lot of politicians that happened to. It's like
Yeah.
Lindsey Graham being one of them.
Very true.
Is that it?
Okay, William, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, Marty's 100% right on this. So I remember him saying, yeah, it was just a terror attack, all this stuff. He goes on Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson calls him out for it, and then he switches up just a bit for him to look good on his own party side. This man is a complete hypocrite that will do anything to stay in power. That we do not need people like that in politics. Simple
Yep.
enough.
So, Max, what's your thoughts on this?
I agree with Zane. You know, he said that once Trump, became president, he was rubbing his dick. You know, I personally agree. I
Wait,
love
metaphorically or literally?
metaphorically.
Both, honestly.
both.
Oh,
Personally, but I mean, yeah, he kind of,
Ted Cruz will never be president. First of all, second of all, he was right the first time. Terrorist attack, pre-planned, as a pre-planned attack to try and stop democracy. I call that a terrorist attack. He was right the first time, but then when he got called out by his own party, Tucker Carlson, with all of his voters that watched Tucker Carlson, then he had a flip.
People watch that, dude. I did not know that.
Well, technically,
Okay,
he's
hold
not
on.
news.
Can I?
Yeah, Ted Cruz will not be president. He's just a hypocrite, honestly. Just
Okay,
goes
that's
back
the
to
end
what
of your
he said.
talking. Next.
All right.
I
I'll tell you
hate to say this, but right now I'm looking at the 2023 Louisiana governor election, and I'm looking at Republican candidates, and on the potential candidates is Ed Ogeron.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Coach O for president? Hold
Coach
up.
O, bro, for governor of Louisiana. I support that. Left Right
Yeah.
officially endorses
Wait, hold
Coach O to become the governor of Louisiana.
Has he actually said anything, or is that just some dude being an idiot?
It says potential candidates, and according to this source from Huma Today, thinking about 2023, you could bet some of these Louisiana politicians are, and he brings up freaking Ed Ogeron. And you know what? I completely
There's no
agree.
way Coach.
I think Ed O should run for governor of Louisiana, and
Is he a
I would
Republican?
personally endorse that.
Yeah, I would too. Coach O's lit. I love Coach O, even though he kind of sucked without Joe Burrow.
Tired of seeing your husband's piss on the toilet bowl? I am. That's why I use Piss Puddler. Piss Puddler is a radar detector that hangs above the toilet. So each time your hubby drops a little drizzle, the Piss Puddler drops a little drizzle on it.
So if you ever want to drizzle on your husband, we have the product for you.
Hey, 15% or more.
Thank you, Piss Puddler, for sponsor.
Hey, guys, focus. Iran has called for Trump and Pompeo to face trial over Soleimani assassination.
Soleimani.
iPhone, what's your thoughts on that?
William, that's you.
Oh crap. I gotta change my name. I don't know much about that.
Go
Okay,
to me. I know.
okay.
Alright, Marty, you
Max,
go,
what's your
then.
thoughts?
he's an orange.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zane, what's your thoughts?
Personally, I believe this is all stupid because it's dumb, and
Okay.
yeah.
And Marty?
Since when do we have to stand trial for killing terrorists?
For real.
Like,
Uh,
since when are we responsible for killing terrorists? Like, we are the bad guys for killing terrorists. Like, when is
Yeah.
since when?
Okay.
Wait, that's the general, right?
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
the freaking terrorists.
And wait, didn't they retaliate by shooting down a Canadian plane? Is this the same?
Well, yeah, but that's Canada, so we don't care.
Maple syrup.
What the hell, bro?
Okay. Next question.
Wait, James, what do you think?
What do I think? Well, you
Yeah.
see, I ain't big fan of Iran because they won't give us them oils. And I want them oils. So I support Trump.
Okay.
Next
Alright.
question. AOC has claimed the GOP has been projecting their sexual. What is this question? Has been projecting their sexual frustrations at her.
True.
William, what's your thoughts on
Wait, no,
sexual
I need
frustration?
you.
Yeah,
I need.
Marty's got to answer this. Like, who? Like who?
I need to give some extra freaking because I was
No.
expecting to do this. So basically what she's talking about is so she was caught in Florida with like her boyfriend wearing no mask. And
Is he-
all these Republicans got really mad at her, and they're like, well, and then she's like, well, they just want to have sex with me, so they're like jealous because they don't have anyone to have
True.
sex with.
True.
What?
Preach.
Okay, so what's your thoughts on it, William?
You know, I could definitely see William being like, what is sex?
Okay, I'll make that my second question. But my first question is, I did see Fox News throw a tantrum about this, but then I also saw a tantrum of making fun of Biden for wearing a mask on the beach, but then not making fun. They're making fun of AOC for not wearing a mask on the beach. So that's the
Okay.
one issue I had with this whole controversy. Second question, I don't think that's true. Second statement, I don't think that's true whatsoever. I think they're just trying to get back at her because political gain.
Okay. So what's your thoughts on it, Max?
Is she hot?
What?
I need to know, man. I need to know.
It's AOC hot. Look her up. Oh, I can't answer that.
Second, come back to me.
Okay, Marty, what's your thoughts on it?
First of all, you have to practice what you preach. So she can't just be walking around without her mask on. But it's my understanding that she wasn't wearing a mask because she was eating outdoors at a
Okay.
restaurant. So that's my understanding, and you don't have to wear a mask
Yeah,
when you're eating, because
Especially in Florida.
yeah.
Well, you can't. I think in New York too, you don't have to wear a mask while eating. But I mean, I guess if she was like caught like walking around without a mask,
Okay.
then that'd be more damaging because you
I
have to
agree.
practice what you preach.
Yep.
But
Period.
sexual frustrations. Are you kidding me? That's such a dumbass excuse.
Yeah.
Here's
Don't
the thing,
cuss.
here's the
Max,
thing.
what's your thoughts on it?
Okay, yeah, I'm good now. Okay, she's in the wrong. She's not hot.
Okay. Zane, what's your thoughts?
Well, here's the thing.
First off, is she hot? Yes or no?
Maybe. I don't know. She's
Right.
like
No.
she's all right. Overrated. as
Tulsi
fuck.
Gabbard better.
But
I mean,
but like AOC, okay, it's perfectly fine to not wear a mask. You know what? You can do what you want, but like practice what you preach, woman.
Yeah.
But you know, she looked like she was enjoying Florida a lot.
Mhm.
There, and you know, if I were a Republican and if I were like calling her out on this, it's not because I want to have sex with her. It's just
kind
because
of played the "I'm a woman" card.
yeah, for real, bro. Like, imagine if a man said that. Like, imagine if freaking Chuck Schumer was caught in Florida, and then he's like,
Bro,
"Well,
but
all
that would
these
be a
women
true
just want to have
statement.
sex."
If Chuck Schumer said that, that would be a true statement.
That
I
is
mean,
Chuck Schumer's
Chuck
kind of hot.
Schumer.
No, can we be honest for a second? If Mitch McConnell said it, that would be the truest word spoken in 2022.
All right,
Marty, what's your thoughts? Have I talked to you yet?
Yes, you
Yes.
have.
Okay, next question. New York City Mayor Adams has vowed to keep schools open amidst of the COVID-19 case surgery.
surgery. Okay, you know, I'm just
William-
that for you. Hold on, wait.
Madding.
So basically,
I did.
the New York City mayor, the brand new one, Eric
Adams has
Adams,
vowed to keep the schools,
Schools
open
open.
amid
No,
of the
okay, that's it. Stop.
COVID-19.
Stop.
Okay, William, what's your thoughts on the COVID-19
Why do you
case
go in the same
surge?
order every time?
Okay,
You know,
fine.
let me talk, damn it. Okay.
Max.
Yeah.
So I kind of have an issue
like
with
a
this,
snake.
considering the circumstances of New York right now, New York City right now. New York City is not a good place to go to, and personally, in my experience, 30%
New
of
York
kids
City's
did not
never a
show
good
up
place to go
to my
to.
school
True.
because of COVID. That's probably the
Okay.
main reason. So I don't think people think it's safe. I don't think it's safe personally because of how bad New York City is right now. So I
Yeah.
think we should hold off a little bit. And when stuff
Mhm.
starts cooling down a little, then you can start opening up the schools. But right now, I do not think it's the right moment.
Okay,
Can
Marty.
I just say that I completely disagree with what you just said?
Yeah,
Wait,
we can
okay,
get to you
so-
eventually,
Okay.
Marty.
So the libertarian side of me says that this is a W for New York and especially a W for Mayor Adams. But the student side of me says I would really appreciate 2 weeks off.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
So
Zane, what's your
um,
thoughts?
So
Comment
like
on.
I kind of like I don't want to go back to school. I have school on Monday. I don't want to go back to school.
The
And
November-
so like I would hope that like school all of a sudden gets shut down. But on top of that, like what Eric Adams vowed to do is what already makes him a better mayor of New York City compared to Mayor de Blasio.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's not really
Mayor
that hard.
Adams
The
has
Blasio kinda
really
sucked.
proven me wrong. I thought he was
No,
gonna be
Adam,
terrible.
low key, Adams is the guy for New York City. Like I know Curtis Lewa was the guy for New York City, but like let's be real, he never had a shot. So like out of like all those Democrats, I mean maybe Andrew Yang was better, but right now
Nah,
Eric
no,
Adams
he's
is
better than Yang. He's better than Yang.
Eric Adams is truly proving himself right now.
Yeah, I never really had an issue with Eric Adams, but I kind of wanted Curtis Sewell to win, so you had to cut off your left testicle. So,
What? What's
yeah, he
with
made a
all y'all-
deal on one of these podcasts. I
Oh,
heard.
remember
Yo,
that? Yeah.
On the live stream, I said if Curtis Lewa wins, I'll cut off my left testicle, and then he lost with 12% of the vote in.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the main reason me wanting him to win. So
Okay. So Biden
Okay.
said that schools should stay open
Hey,
despite Omicron. What's your guys' thoughts on that, Marty?
Well, to be fair, anything Biden says, I'm just gonna automatically start to disagree with.
Okay,
But-
Max.
I just
I'll wait. I'll wait. Okay, number one. For skipping me on the last one, I will have my terrorist gang shoot you up. Number two. Yeah, schools should stay open. It's not that bad. It's not that
well, shut up, man. Shut up. I want to go back to school.
Okay,
Okay.
like, half of me wants to have like a fresh 2 weeks off, even though I already went back to school. But like another part of me just thinks it's not that bad.
Okay. William.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I had personally me. I have COVID right now. I'm not sure though because
Cat loser.
I don't know how safe it is. So I if there's more information on the virus and they say it's not as terrible as it is, yeah, then I'll
literally
probably
not
consider it.
terrible. The death rate is like super down, but the infection rate is super up. It's super.
I know. I still
like,
want to know what the death rate is. If it's under like 1%, then fine.
It's
Yeah,
always been under
The
1%.
death rate
It's
is
always been under 1%.
95.6.
No, it's not. It has not always. It's been above 1% sometimes, especially for older people. But if
For
it's like
Omicron-
very less, yeah, I agree with that.
For Omicron, it's always been under 1. It's super. the death
Omicron,
rate is
okay,
super
then
low.
I agree with it. I agree with Biden then. I
Okay.
did not know that.
The infection rate is super high, but when you get it, it's just a cold. People aren't
Okay,
dying from it.
then I agree. I agree.
Zane,
with them.
what's your thoughts?
Biden is right. Hopefully, but like
Okay.
then again, watch in like 2 weeks, he's gonna be like, we should close down all schools, which will be very funny.
That's not Biden. That's Dr. Fauci. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Biden can hypocrisize himself too. Come on.
Dr.
Biden doesn't want to shut down schools because then it affects low on the economy, and then people are going to say he's bad for the economy, and then Biden gets shit on more, and his approval rating goes down.
Okay.
Dr. Fauci wants to shut down schools because he hates America.
Oh.
Dr. Fauci's a communist.
Yeah, fight me, Dr. Fauci. Come on. Give me the
Also,
ring.
there's no Fauci hour in this episode because Dr. Fauci
Oh,
Dr.
Wait, hold
Fauci
up, I had a
basically
quote.
said nothing, bruh.
Tony
All
Brown. was
right,
still getting
anyways,
another
that's the end of
chance.
the podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you next week.
Love you.